Welcome in, everybody, to We Shouldn't Be Alive here on the Glass Cannon Network. The network where you can find all different fun combinations of us good buddies trying out RPGs. And today, we continue our new campaign into Twilight 2000. Very, very excited to have you here. I am Joe O'Brien. Of course, I am joined by my spectacular table of players, Ross Bryant, Skid Maher, Mary Lou, and Jared Logan. Mary Lou, how many episodes in do we have to be until this is no longer a new campaign, a new show? Would you say? 4. Okay, so 4 is still fresh.
After 4, after 4. When you hit 5, then it's no longer a new show.
Yeah, I thought it was getting a little old. Last episode, it was getting a little old.
It's really.
That's just because you're old.
I think it played its course.
Yeah,
it's like it's about time to wrap it up.
About time to wrap it. Jump the shark, I think, episode 2.
Yeah.
It's good to see everybody. It's good to have you all here. We're so excited to jump back in after the events of last week, which were mind-blowing and extremely violent and dangerous. A deadly encounter in eastern Poland where you guys got wrapped up in a firefight, and yet a firefight with other parties. Nobody's shooting at you. And yet you found your enemy on that battlefield. And yet you shot at them. You found a shadowy way to flank your enemy and defeat them. And now we have to see what's next. I'm very excited to play today. It's the world I feel like is going to open up today. And I can't wait for you guys to jump into it. Remember, if you like this show, like and subscribe. Download, listen on, go to our subscription service at jointhenation.com. Go to glasscannonnetwork.com for more info about all different kinds of shows. We do all different RPGs on this network with all different combinations of players and casts, and this one is about to be a good one. So stay with us. We'll be right back, and we're going to kick off episode 3 of We Shouldn't Be Alive. And we're back, and it's time to get down to business. Last week, you guys met, your characters met, and just kind of met. I mean, like really quickly. I mean, literally just sort of like saw each other, realized, I think, only that you are not direct enemies in this moment. I think it's the only information you really have about each other. And then a firefight broke out. We're in a town.
We shared literally 2 words.
Right.
2 words each.
Yeah, literally 2 words. I take you to the map. I feel like most episodes we should kind of like open just looking at the map to see where we are in Poland. You guys are in the far eastern side of Poland, a little bit towards the south, in a town called Tomaszów Lubelski. We're working on our Polish pronunciations. We're going to get things wrong, so apologies. But we're in this small town where you guys are all here for different reasons, and we're gonna explore that today. But you got caught up in a firefight between Soviet soldiers and some locals that were firing at each other, and there were some deaths. It got really deadly and scary. And I remember one of the last things we signed off with last week was, I think it was you, Jared, saying like, "This is rough." Like, war is ugly.
Yeah.
And it's true because people died, and rather than delving into it or analyzing it, look, that's what bonus content is for. If you're not aware of this, I'm not sure if we talked about it in the show, but after every session, we do an XP calculation and we just talk back over the episode and talk about kind of our thoughts and feelings on it. That's available on our subscription service as well as these episodes. So you could check out that bonus content if you like to get a little bit more insight into how everybody was feeling. Rather than talking about that right now, I'd like to go back into the narrative because, man, the way we ended, it ended in an instant with no repercussions for all the violence that had just gone down and how this is going to impact and affect everybody. So if you'll indulge me, let's go right back in and embody those characters and just kind of see in the moment how this shakes out. I'm going to move you to one more map very quickly, which is the one that we were in when we left last time. A shattered, blown out front of a supermarket in a small urban center, a town-sized place in Poland. And you all, two of you, Zofia and Hannah, climbed to the roof of this supermarket and were able to flank and get on top of Soviet soldiers that were inside the supermarket, and you shot them down. Major Duncan Lime took a tactical position on the street at a corner of a building across the street. He managed to put fire on those Soviets as well, but he was snuck up from the back by some local who raised a pistol at him, and that's when JF Dade jumped into action, covering Major Duncan Lime and shooting the gun out of the hands of that person. Duncan Lime defended himself, killing this woman on the street. Her body drops, the Soviet bodies drop, and we open right there with, I'm going to open first on Zofia, because I want to know, just off the top of your head, Mary Lou, does Zofia, in her face, do we see that she's killed before? Or does this seem like something new to her? What do we see in her face in that moment?
She has not killed before. She has not pulled the trigger and killed somebody before. She has held a gun and pulled the trigger plenty of times, but never with such, in this, like, if I pull the trigger, your brain's getting blown out. Right? She shot at people, around people, never this like point blank and killed a man. Wow. She's seen people die, but she's never done it herself. She's always known this was going to happen, right? This is not a surprise to her. She was prepared for it. But it has. There's a first time for everything in war, and this definitely was it. So, I think she notices that it's now silent, right? Gunfire has stopped.
The gunfire has stopped. There doesn't seem... The people were shooting into the supermarket from outside. Those people, if you look your head up even for a second out into the opening in the street, in the plaza, right out in front of the supermarket, they're no longer there. They seem to have fled. And for a moment, nothing is moving. In fact, I think even there's this strange... can't think of the word I'm looking for, but not paradox, but something like that, where there's suddenly it's evening, remember, and suddenly the clouds part for a moment, and above you, there's the most brilliant stars. There's almost no lights in this town. You know, it's very poorly lit, and so is the countryside all around here. And it has made things appear in the sky as you haven't seen before. So in this moment, as you're looking up and taking in what has just happened, the silence and the light from the stars is kind of gently lighting the area around you. Hannah, what's going through your head in this moment?
Well, Hannah has completed mission objective here, she thinks, by taking out these Soviets. And she would really like to connect with the people that were firing on the Soviets because, I think that she assumes or conjectures that they are, Polish, and they are trying to liberate their country from these Soviets. And I was just thinking about how Hannah would go about that, and I don't think that she would just stand up and wave her arms, because she's smart. She's got some tactical acumen, so she doesn't want to make herself a target. So I think that she would, try to catch the eye of Zofia. Zofia sounds like she's having an emotional moment.
You might notice that close up, but she's pretty good at locking shit down. So she's holstered her gun, and she's maybe looking at the soldiers instead of at the courtyard below. But you're not worried about her.
Okay. Then Hannah would ask Sophia, "What now? Do we go? Say hello to our brothers and sisters?"
Perhaps we call to them. And she's maybe going to come to the edge of the roof, and maybe if there's a lip, sort of hunker down behind the lip. And call out, essentially. Hello? Polsky?
Major Lime, we see you with your back up against the corner of this wall. The firing has stopped. For a brief few seconds, you see no targets. You hear nothing, except the sound of the wind just moving through the trees behind you. Remember, it's spring, it's May, so the leaves on the trees are kind of blowing in the wind just behind you, and you hear, "Hello, Polski?" in Polish. What do you do? You're looking across at JF Date across the street. He's behind it. He's cornered up against another building, providing cover.
Okay, I turn. He looks, make sure, he just shot the Soviet on the second floor of the building, and whips around with his carbine, sees the woman, sees that she's not moving, sort of relaxes, puts his gun down, takes his hand off, and gives Corporal Date a thumbs up, and then just a hand signal to just keep quiet for now. And he just peers around the corner to see what's happening.
He's a PFC. So are we doing a field promotion? Is that what's happening?
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, wow. Moving up.
Good work out there, Dave. You're promoted.
Gosh, moving up.
But he
world.
feels like a corporal.
He does, yeah.
Private first class. Don't, yeah. So,
Were it in my power to promote you, Dade, I should.
Corporal in Her Majesty's military.
That's right. I reassigned you to Her Majesty's Royal Marines.
I reassigned you.
Keep going like this, I'm gonna get knighted. And but of course, my eyes are wide, looking at the tableau of death in front of me, of how Major Lime kind of coldly and tactically took out this woman that I had wounded. If I have that fiction right.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. You shot a gun out of her hand, which, by the way, wasn't a called shot. That wasn't intentional. You just fired at her, and we rolled the hit location. It was the arm. Right. So you hit. We said you hit her in the hands, and she dropped the weapon and was suppressed in fear and pain, grabbing at her hand. And Lime didn't hesitate. He turned the gun and fired once in the head, one round, and she went down.
To just kind of see that cold execution in front of me is just a little prickle that I'm kind of trying to get on top of. Right, quiet. And I'm taking that order to be quiet, kind of internally. Quiet, whatever's inside me. Make it quiet. I'm trying to almost hear that eerie calm outside and be a part of that eerie calm. The starlight overhead, and also cutting my eyes off to the north, because I know that people dashed into the woods over there just in case anybody's going to turn around and try to get the drop on us, although it looked like they were running hell-bent for leather out there. So I'll just be quiet, throw my fist up, and acknowledge that I received his little sign language.
Has Dade killed anyone before?
I think he's taken shots as they've been moving through, as they were moving through Poland. I think he's fired into... He's been in combat before, but he's never had a confirmed kind of kill. He's never seen a person that he has shot.
Right.
This is a little bit more up close and personal than he is used to.
Just to refresh for people who might not remember in the moment, Dade, I'm not sure how detailed we got with this, but Dade is in a medical brigade, medic brigade, and was shipped out along with the 2nd Armored Infantry. So he deployed with them. So he probably has seen combat with them, but as a medic.
Right.
So he's not really supposed to be on the front lines of any fighting. Not supposed to be firing as much as others, but might have had to at certain points.
And so that's where my head's at right now, trying to stay calm. And I think I'm in that way kind of looking at Major Lime and taking my own comfort off of his apparent sang-froid and just take like, all right. And I'm just locked in on him, continuing to watch his back.
His voice calls out into a street, a broken down street on this town. There's multiple destroyed buildings in the area around you that you can see. There is no response. It seems like you're alone right now.
Polsky! Death to the Soviet tyrants!
Yeah.
So you hear nothing, see nothing. Your voice echoing back at you from the building sides.
Hannah will look at Zofia and shrug, and then try to carefully and without making herself a huge target, climb down into the building to start looting the soldiers.
Absolutely. That's exactly what Sophia would do as well.
Okay, so you hear this call, Dade, from above on the roof. Then you see them get up, walk over to the edge of this blown out front, and start to, they holster their weapons, sheathe their weapons, however, throw them on their back on a strap, and start to climb down into the supermarket. What do you do at that point?
I think I might even try to sign back, obviously, or even just kind of mouth, "Those ladies?" Gesturing, just trying to confirm that they were those 2 Poles that we made contact with earlier.
And I acknowledge that, yes. And I think I'm going to stand up, and with carbine out, I'm going to start making my way down around the corner of the building towards where the action happened.
And seeing that happen, I will swivel around my corner as well, providing sort of crossfire cover as he makes his way down the road.
Okay, so you two, I'm going to take us off of this map now, and let's just in the theater of our minds, you two start moving tactically, smartly, watching your corners toward the front of the blown out supermarket on the ground floor. You two, the other two, Zofia and Hannah, you climb down from the blown out part. There are 2 levels to this supermarket that are visible from the street because of the blown out front of the building. The Soviets were perched on that 2nd floor up, shooting down at the street. So now you are on the 2nd floor of this place, and you see what around you briefly, taking it in very briefly in the dark, looks like office space, sort of. Not a supermarket, but, desks, chairs, windows and simple office accoutrement. But it has been built up. Tables and desks have been turned over to provide cover from the street and stuff like that. They were making some sort of ad hoc stand here. As we hear the crunching of your boots Lime, as you hit the glass on the street at the front of the supermarket, your weapon waving into the front, and in the darkness you see shelves and counters and checkout areas and stuff of the operating supermarket, but it is obviously all defunct right now. The shelves appear empty at a quick glance, right? Looted, all that kind of stuff. Let's go back to, yes, Mary Lou.
Skid, what was the word that Major Lime used to, as the like shibboleth, to reveal that you were
Solidarność.
Solidarność. I think Zophia's gonna climb down to the second level after Hannah, and but when she hits the level, she's gonna look down into the courtyard and say, "Hey, Solidarność. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you. And I sort of have my carbine in a sort of resting position and lower it down.
I do not know where the others have gone.
And I look over. So do I see the bodies of the other people that were fighting the Soviets?
No. You see no other bodies. A brief reminder of what you saw in flashes. Remember, this is a night fight, so it was hard to make out details. But you believed you saw at least
Dragging the body
two
away, right?
combatants. One, as was running from one cover to another, was shot, hit the ground, laid there for a round in our parlance. Then an ally seemed to grab them and get them on their feet and with assistance run them back. I believe it was Sophia and Hannah that really you saw them fleeing as you were shooting the Soviets. Out of the corner of your eye, you saw them go back into the darkness.
Sophia will update them of that, yeah. One of them was shot, was down. They take them away.
Sophia, you are speaking English?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I apply my historian specialty, do an intelligence check, to see if I know anything about what the conflict, what the situation might have been here right before we showed up?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, yeah, let's get it on the table. The electric. Oh no!
Can't even push it.
Wow. Can't even push it. Yeah.
Rolled a one.
That was a
Now,
great fail.
man, I'd be so excited to give you more information, but I think the dice are telling a story here. And one aspect of the story that I really like that it's telling is, man, you are in a place you don't know or understand, and you're cut off right now. And that's frightening.
Yeah.
Can't even push the roll. So here we are. You wouldn't know. You could make assumptions. I'm not going to make them for you. You're not sure.
Okay, so Sophia's, are you down on the ground level now?
She's on the second level,
You're on the
looking
second
over
level.
a broken second floor down at you. It's all open to the air now because it was blown out the front. And so she's standing over, looking down at you. You're looking up at her. Supermarket on the ground floor, and above that, offices.
Okay, all right. I'm just going to do a sweep over the area where the other force was fighting to see if they left anything behind, if there's anything. Yeah.
Okay, so we see you. Maybe you communicate this to Sophia in so many words, and then you turn. And Dade, I'm always going to assume that you're kind of with Lime, unless you tell me something else.
Yes,
kind of moving,
buddied up,
covering each other. Yeah,
exactly. Moving across that sort of like open area towards the place where those that other fire was coming from.
You move off into the darkness. Do you have a flashlight, like a light that's on your equipment or anything like that? Is that something that's ever mentioned in any of your guys' gear or anything? Or maybe you just don't have one right now. I'm not sure. How do you picture this scene?
I don't think it's not in the gear from the book, unless Lime's got one.
I've got my night vision goggles.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is lit. You can see fine. I'm looking at like a flashlight might point out finer details, right?
Yeah,
right. All right. So you start moving out into there. Let's go back to Hannah. Hannah, can I put you kneeling down next to a corpse and just running your hands over it hungrily to just try to see like what is in pockets, what is this son of a bitch hiding, that kind of thing?
Agreed to everything, but hungrily. I'm not a fan of that adverb.
Yeah, just like ribbons of drool sort of like coming out of your wolfing
Drool.
Absolutely, yeah. Trying to find things of use on the bodies of the Soviets first, and then she would also explore the offices.
Got it. Okay, so first, going over the bodies, I can tell you that each of them are armed with an AK-47 assault rifle, and they've got each of them, and we'll roll for it as a go. Oh no, not in this case. Actually, each of them has one extra magazine of 7.62 millimeter ammo.
Nice.
So that would be 3 total magazines there, and whatever was in the chambers, which we can roll for randomly if you intend to use any of these guns. You got 3 these weapons, I should say. You've got 3 AK-47s. A quick examination within their clothes and stuff. They've got nothing on them. One of them does have a single hand grenade. So there's a hand grenade, if you want to write that down. And otherwise, the only markers that you find on them under their belts, just kind of where their belts meet the waist there, hooked in behind them are metallic dog tags. If you pull those out, you'll see these are Red Army Soviet soldiers, and they have identification numbers.
Okay, well,
in them, but no names, just numbers. Unique
understood.
Numbers.
She's not really interested in any kind of identity or, keep it. She's not sick enough to want to keep any kind of trophy. She will, however, pocket the magazines, of which she can make use of, and she will take the hand grenade as well.
Awesome. Back to Lime and Dade. You guys are sweeping the street out front with your night vision. I'd say you can see small black dots on the ground that, upon closer examination, are drops of blood, some degree of a blood trail as people were moving away from here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no one else around. You hear dogs barking in the distance. It's so quiet that the only thing making noise right now, it seems, are dogs. There is a sense, especially with what you saw, Dade, with the civilians running out of here early on, that there are civilians in this town. It's a pretty big town, but it seems like everybody is trying to avoid this at all costs and does not want any attention drawn to them.
Great.
That's the sense you get.
I would like to... Dade feels compelled to follow that blood trail. And I'm kind of whisper speaking to Lime if we're kind of close together, moving. You reckon these were Poles, Major Lime? Resistance?
Yeah, probably local partisans.
That when she come up around and tried to flank you, then I reckon she thought you was you're Russian.
And he looks at him. He knows what he's thinking because he's thinking the same thing. And he just said, "You had no choice, Private."
She was gonna take the shot, Major Lime.
She was. You saved my life again. Don't think I'll forget it.
And, yeah, his eyes go back down to that blood. And just we don't have to go full flashback. Just see like young Dade out in the Appalachians, the rifle. Probably Dad has a rifle, tracking a deer. And
Deer hunter.
I don't, but JF was never as good a shot as his old man. And I want to see if we can find where these two have holed up.
Got it. Do you have survival?
Nope.
Skill in survival?
I don't. Like I said, he took me out. When I tried to go out on my own, I'd always get lost. And I'm gonna try to. But can I roll something I don't have?
Yeah, you just roll.
You just roll the
check.
associated attribute.
Why not? I'll try it.
Great.
Okay.
You can push it.
I guess so. Yeah.
What is the associated attribute? Let everybody know what you're rolling.
I rolled survival, so that was intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay, so it's just your base intelligence die. See if you can track this.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just rolling my base intelligence die. I got a 4 on the D10. So, yeah, I'll push it.
Okay.
And I rolled worse.
Okay. Pretty quickly, these drops, they move around the back of another building into an alleyway and in short order get mixed in with a couple of puddles of standing kind of nasty water within this alleyway. And by the time you get to the other side of the puddle, there's no evidence of the drips. You check, as much as you can, maybe a doorway in the alley to see if it's open or went into somewhere. Anything you check, it seems like you've lost them, at least for the moment.
Damn. All right.
And Lime comes up. He says, "Let's not go looking for trouble just yet, Private. Let's have a chat with our new allies, prospective allies, instead."
He kind of looks at him, looks into the middle distance where he loses the trail. He's just like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And just falls into step behind Lime.
And I'm going to go back towards the women.
Okay, great. You start heading back and we'll go into the supermarket. What's Zofia doing? You see Hannah's now picking through desks and chairs, examining the office. Do you guys have any sources of light, flashlights, anything like that?
I bet. I don't have them listed in my gear, but I can't imagine that Zofia wouldn't have one. I feel like that's something you need in a mechanic's shop, right? To work on underneath a car, either like a headlamp or a sort of pen light, something like that.
Oh, we can imagine gear we might have?
I'm pitching it.
I have a flamethrower.
I don't.
I certainly need a rocket launcher.
It probably makes sense for me to have night vision goggles too.
I can certainly use them.
Let's see if it works, Joe. What do you think? I feel like that makes sense.
Let's see what happens.
I think it makes sense. Now, here's what I want you to do.
Well, then fuck you, Jared. Because it worked.
Don't need to fuck me. I'm just trying to play the game by the rules.
I like to give, especially early in a game, I like to give a little leeway with gear, and I think you've made a good argument. I also think that we have to be on the same page about how scarce even the most basic things are right now. Mm-hmm. So you absolutely can have a flashlight, and I'm going to tell you, every time you use it, you will roll a d6, and on a result of a 1, the battery runs out.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair. I think we were using the light of the moon and the stars at first, but as we in this like blown out area for the soldiers, especially because you don't want to lose your night vision, right? You don't want to turn on a bright light and lose your adjustment to the night. But as we move deeper into the second level, this like office building, I think Zofia would take out her flashlight to assist Hannah in scrounging for parts, but as she does so, I think she's more focused on conversation. And so in a low voice, as she's scrounging, Hannah, what do you make of these men?
They are NATO. We will join up with them. They are the beginning of our army. We will reconnect
they
with
are
NATO, and then we will take the fight back to the Soviets.
Tak. Okay. I just want us to be careful. Okay?
I'm careful.
Strange men.
I'm a
might
soldier.
Get some ideas.
I know how to be careful.
This is not what I am saying. You are careful. And she sort of swallows. This is kind of hard for her to say. You help me be careful too. I am not a soldier.
Hannah will walk up to Zofia, put her hand on her shoulder, and be like, "Yes, you are."
Right.
I'm
We
going
have to
play
find
a little.
NATO so we can be part of the next push.
Tak. Got it.
Tak.
Yeah, and she feels like, yep. Okay.
I'm going to play a little bit loose for a bit here with scrounging rules, just because early on here I want to. In this particular situation, I don't think the rules as written are exactly appropriate for what's happening in the moment, and I don't want to change that up just because of the rules. So, go ahead, Zofia, and give me a survival roll for scrounging, and we'll see if you find anything.
I also do not have survival, so I will roll my base intelligence. Luckily, that is pretty high. That's an 8.
Yeah, nice.
Good.
Success.
Okay. So this is, mostly taken from the rules. The one thing that I'm not doing that's right in the rules right here that I see is whenever you scrounge in a hex, it's one person makes the roll for the whole group. Everybody else can aid, et cetera, et cetera. I think we'll do that a little bit more when it's all 4 of you out in the wild and stuff like that. But for right now, you're in a supermarket. You're just looking around, flashlighting around. Let's see if you find something weird and random. Go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
Oh,
on a success, you're going to find one item.
Interesting.
That's up here in these offices. We'll see if it makes sense what you find.
This is so dumb, but on Foundry, how do I just get to, dice?
Oh, just do a D100 roll then, not on Found. Do you have dice around? Do you want me to roll it for you? I can.
No, I got it.
Okay. So just, sometimes it's really meant for me to do this, I think, but I think it's fun if you do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
33.
33, good number. You. Oh, this is interesting. You find a face mask of a cartoon animal.
Oh my God.
It's a bizarre thing to find, but I can think of some uses.
Wow. Maybe it's from Eastern Europe's most famous cat and mouse team.
Yeah. Worker and Parasite.
She's going to put it on.
Yeah.
She's going to put it on and go, Nana, look.
And Hannah's going to be like,
And she's going to stick it into her pack. Yeah, why not?
Oh my God, amazing.
Oh my God.
Hannah, give me a survival roll.
"Sure."
At this point, we also see the guys. Can we have you guys? Do you want to walk into the supermarket?
Yeah.
To the lower floor?
Uh-huh.
All right, you start walking in and making
Probably
sure.
hearing them scrounging around up there.
Yeah, you
That's
walk
a
into the
success.
lower floor just to make sure everything's clear. Maybe do a little scrounging yourselves.
Sweet brown.
Definitely.
Looks like a success from what I can
That's
see.
right.
Jared, is that accurate? Awesome.
That's
Okay,
right.
one success, right?
That's right.
All right, so give me a D100 roll.
All right. Oh boy, D100. Gonna go over here.
I
One
love this.
second. Here we go. 59.
59. Oh, interesting. You find a thick, heavy calculus textbook
She
And
throws
what I'll
it
say
away.
is interesting about it, you can just leave it behind if you want and not give a shit. But among this whole list of gear, it's actually on the higher end of value.
Huh.
Interesting.
Like it could be traded for something to someone and actually be important. I guess it kind of makes sense, right?
What
Like,
has more value than knowledge in a shattered world?
Right, exactly. As knowledge is progressively lost, this could be very interesting. So jot that down. A calculus.
I'm not
textbook.
taking it. These are all great details and completely relevant. And Hannah is like, "This is trash," and throws it away.
Okay. Yeah. So I can say. So what you can say safely here is, man, this place is bare, picked over. What you do see, though, as you're looking around, you look at the math textbook, the calculus textbook, you're just like, garbage. And as you're turning to leave, you see a small red light on the back wall of this office. Very small. Like an on button, like an on power button, like that small.
What?
This is, to be clear from my POV right now, not like a laser sight or something.
No, it just looks
Okay.
it looks like the power's on a radio or something, right? But just back in the distance, you see this little red light, and you catch this LED light. Exactly.
Hannah will absolutely walk up to it.
As you walk up to it, you see and get closer. You can see from the residual light that's coming in, just barely, you are looking at a small power light that is on a keypad of an electronically locked door.
Oh shit!
And then we cut downstairs to the shelves of the supermarket as Dade and Lime, you start sweeping through the shelves. I could tell you very quickly, there is no visible food here. Everything has been stripped of this place. And both of you give me a recon roll, please.
Okay.
Hey, didn't in the bonus content of last ep, didn't one of you up recon? Was that you, Skid? Did you?
Oh, I did.
You got a D in recon now, right?
Yeah, I totally forgot. I thought it was.
so
Yeah. Okay.
So
awesome.
Lime leveled up his recon because he was like, I have got to get some recon. All right,
Okay.
so 2
I'm gonna-
fails.
I got 2 fails. I'm gonna push my roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
12
I'll
on the
push
D12.
as well.
12 on
Double
a
success.
D12. Okay, awesome. And you pushed as well?
Oh no!
Ooh, I love it.
Oh
All right.
no!
Yeah,
Oh.
so Dade,
That's a blam.
you take a point of stress because you rolled a 1 on your pushed roll.
Yeah. Oh,
so
brother.
add a point to your stress capacity.
Okay.
Have you taken any stress yet,
No.
technically? Okay.
No. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. I think maybe that just comes from how seeing how picked over this is and how, like, oh my god, how the hell are we gonna survive out here? We're gonna starve out here. And that stress is beginning to build in his stomach and preoccupy his thoughts.
With 2 successes on the recon, behind Lime, we see you use your weapon to lift up some tarp that's hanging near the back of the supermarket. As you lift this up, you see double doors that kind of like swing in and out, right? Like to the back of like a meat section or something like that.
Yeah.
And you poke your way through and open up those doors in time to see a back area and an opening to a set of stairs going down into like a basement area. And you hear a voice. You swear you hear someone say, pop, 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 and then someone go, shh. And then we cut back upstairs. Hannah, you see a keypad to what looks like an electronically locked door. What do you do?
Sophia, this supermarket has some kind of panic room or treasure vault.
Yeah. Lucky for you,
Could be
your
some
partner,
good stuff in here.
Your partner has 2 specialties: 1 electrician and 1 locksmith.
Yes.
So I
That's
might argue
right.
Yeah.
I might argue that I should get +2.
That's kind of that's kind of hard to argue
plus
against.
1. All right, I'll do +1.
No, he's giving you the 2.
He's agreeing with
Oh
you.
yeah.
He said it's hard
It's
to
an
argue.
electronic lock.
Okay.
It's a little bit 2 in your wheelhouse.
Right.
Yeah, electrician says +1 for wiring, soldering, disabling, and repairing electrical devices. And locksmith is +1 for picking locks, cracking safes, and disarming alarms. So
Love a game where electrician is relevant.
I know. This almost never came up in Pathfinder at all.
I know.
This never comes up in Pathfinder at all.
okay,
Love it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing a tech roll, and I'm adding +2.
Let's see what we get
Dose.
here. Oh! Two
Wait, what was that?
successes.
2 successes. Oh, okay, mine
Yeah.
was cocked on just like what it.
Yeah, but if you look at
showed.
the chat log, it's
Oh,
always just
now
going
I got the check. Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
2
yeah.
successes. Booyah!
a 6 and a 7 on. Wow, you had D12 on that roll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
awesome.
did.
That's so badass that you have
Yeah.
like a burglar.
Incredible.
It's
Yeah.
just crazy.
One who evaded the law
This
her
is why
entire life.
That's right. Never caught.
I'm sticking to Zofia.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm sticking with her.
Dude.
I have skills, you have skills, and they do not overlap all the time.
No.
Such a badass. Okay.
Hell yeah.
This is going to take a little bit of time, I'm afraid. It doesn't just
Sure.
happen right away. You have to kind of like crack this thing.
Mhm.
And so you start working on it. But, you know, we're going to know. We're all going to know story-wise. It's going to open. But you start working on it, and we'll go back to Lime and Dade in the
Yeah,
back of
Zofia
the meat section.
will probably tell Hannah, like, this is going to take a second. Like, if you want to go do something else, like, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd be whispering it. If these are poles down there, if you really heard something down there, then we should. I mean, we got to tell those ladies because they'll be able to communicate with them maybe better than I can.
Yeah, yes, you're right, Ivan. Should go back. Fetch one, would you?
Me? Yes, sir. And I'll
Fetch
to-
one, would you?
yeah, I'm
Amazing.
suddenly I'm feeling more and more like a valet to to this
My Batman.
to this
I'm turning you
colonial
into my
gentleman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And so I will kind of move through the space to try to find stairs up to where Hannah and Zofia are.
So you find these stairs behind like a broken down sign that's in Polish, and then you don't know what it says, but in our lower third of our closed captioning, it has like the brackets and it says customer service, but it's kind of like broken and all dim and stuff. But behind that desk is a closed door area with a set of simple wooden stairs going up to the second floor. So
Right.
all of a sudden, Hannah, you start hearing steps, the squeaking of somebody coming up wooden steps up to the upper floor.
Raise my rifle and point it at the door.
And I'm just like,
Rifle comes up, and you see the head of Dade.
Solidarność, NATO. NATO.
No. Holy crap, American. Be careful. I could blow your face off.
I know. That's trying to. And I kind of like throw a hand up as I'm coming up the stairwell.
Hannah, you're speaking English as well, right?
Yes.
Got it.
That's why I said,
English?
holy crap, I could blow your face off.
Yeah. I think Hannah's English is a lot better than Zophia's. She's
oh,
had
it
she
is.
went to like all the good
I think
schools.
so. You're
Interesting.
more educated, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Very
Right,
good
you got
point. Yes.
you went to college. You had like
Went
a
to
fancy
college.
family. You probably,
You had like
you know,
8 years of schooling in English.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
she was on the rowing team.
Yeah.
She learned to play violin.
You're
She,
an
Yeah.
aristocrat.
she was
Yeah.
supposed to be, but she wanted to go shoot guns and
That's
run
right.
around in the mud.
How old are you?
30.
Okay.
Okay.
She spent some time among the freedom fighters
Right.
after she left the military.
And I'm throwing my hand out like, you speak good English. Better than I speak Polish. That's for damn sure.
Yes, I am fluent in English.
I'm American, and I'll kind of come up into view
I know you are American. You can put your hands down.
You find anything up here?
I found and she picks up the calculus textbook. Trash. She throws it to the floor.
Yeah.
Dust shoots out from it.
There is nothing more inscrutable to JFD than a Polish calculus textbook.
Yeah, it's like something. It's like a joke. It's like, I don't know. It's all Polish calculus to me. I have no idea.
Exactly. Just kind of glances down in it. He's like, there's someone holed up in the basement. I don't know if they're Poles or Russians or whatever, but figure if it's Poles, then you better do the talking.
Okay. Zofia, I'm going downstairs with the American.
Uh-huh. And in Polish, she'll say, "Be careful."
All right, I'm going to, head downstairs with my rifle at ready.
Okay.
And I kind of look at this woman across the space who's like tapping and puttering with the door, sort of like just give her the once over. All right, and kind of go down the stairs.
She'll like make eye contact with you and look away back to her task.
A little nod, and I'm following Hannah down.
By way of explanation, I'll say to the American, I'll be like, Zofia can break security systems.
Oh. Wow, well, I guess that comes in handy.
There may be supplies in there. You're NATO, we will share.
All right. Yeah. Nowadays, it's good to share. It's right down there, right through them doors.
Okay, I head down.
Oh,
So
I got another fella in there, just so you don't get surprised.
Right. The other American.
Oh,
She doesn't really get accents very well.
oh no, he's from England.
Ah, English. Okay.
And we
And,
cut back into the top of the stairs where, Lime, you've been waiting just for any other sign, and you've heard nothing since that first sort of like burst of conversation or sound. And the quiet. And it's been still down there since, and for 3 minutes this exchange has been happening. And now, lifting up the tarp and walking in, you see this 30-year-old, 31 according to her character sheet.
Oh, sorry, 31.
She's trying to like seem younger, I think. This 30-something Polish paramilitary freedom fighter.
In her baseball cap.
In her baseball cap,
Yeah.
with her gun at the ready, come walking in.
Yeah, I think JF Dade has already taken in just how cool and unintimidated Hannah is by him in his full like American kit, and he is just kind of like, wow, totally kind of in awe of this like ripped and sharp cheekboned Polish paramilitary.
Hannah will walk up to Major Lime and be like, hey, English, there are...
Holds up like a quiet, a finger to his lips. Keep down. And he like points down the stairs. And he whispers to us, I heard hushed voices coming from down the stairs. Chances are good that they are Poles, but they're equally good that they're more Soviets. I thought it might be a good idea to announce our presence. Perhaps you'd be so good. And he just lifts up his carbine again down the stairs to see for the response.
Hannah will look down the stairs and then in Polish say, hello, we are freedom fighters combating Soviet tyranny. We have come to kill Soviets and free Poland. And we are coming downstairs.
And you start walking downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah first, assault rifle at the ready, goes walking down the stairs. And we see from Hannah's perspective, as you get past the ceiling and down to the lower part of the floor, dip your head and turn and look into this large-ish open basement space with multiple doors into small separate rooms. You see sitting around a small lantern, what looks like at least 5 to 6 civilians. Wow. Huddled in fear against a wall. And we'll come back right after this break.
Wow.
Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Natural fucking 20.
Skid said he was playing Babe Ruth, I knew it was going to be a good night.
Welcome back to We Shouldn't Be Alive. Last left with Hannah descending some steps below the supermarket where there were multiple rooms, but sitting in this main room, a group of civilians. Sort of a tense situation. They're huddled up against the wall. It looks like, they're pretty afraid. They're pretty malnourished and not faring well.
How many?
At first glance, there's 6. You see
any
6.
children?
No children.
Okay.
You see 4 men, 2 women. There's a lantern kind of in the middle of them, and you see playing cards sort of on the floor around them, like they were playing cards, or somebody was, one or two of them. As you come down these steps, one of the men just sort of like stands up. He's slim, tall, balding, has a flannel shirt on and glasses. His glasses seem smudged, greased, sort of filthy. He sees you come down the stairs, blinks at you and just puts his hands up, says in Polish, "We are Polish as well. We are Polish civilians.
Yeah.
You have killed the Soviets?"
Yes. The ones we found.
Do you have any food? Did you bring any food with you?
Hold on, I'm going to look at my character sheet.
I forget how much food we have.
I don't have much.
I do forget this detail. Let's see, under gear, right? No?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is under gear?
Yeah.
Oh, well, normally so this is in Foundry, under the normal character sheet, there's just like a box for a number of rations for food, number of rations for water. I would think
I didn't write any of this down.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, did we never do it?
We might not
I
have.
did. You roll for it. I got it.
You have D6 rations of food and D6 rations of water to start.
Oh, wow.
I'm suddenly having a brain blast. There's a part of character creation where we as a team decide to take like an item each from a long list. Did we do that?
That's on the list. Don't worry. Don't worry.
See.
Good thinking, Mary Lou. That is on the list.
Thank you, Papa.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm not seeing just simple boxes of rations, so I guess we'll just put them under gear.
I just put mine under gear,
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you just want to put them under gear, but we're going to say, this is part of the start of the game. We've kind of only been here like one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see you adding new gear there, Duncan. And so you have rations 2, it says. That's food. What about water? Did you do that separately, Skid?
I thought it was. I was thinking in Shadow Dark. mode where it was the same thing.
It's the same thing.
I just rolled separately for water, and I got 6.
Oh, amazing. Okay,
Nice.
so 6 rations of water. So yeah, I think this is something that we just skipped accidentally through our split up kind of character creation where we did some in that first session, and then we had a lot of time before episode 1. So why don't you go ahead and jot down how many food rations you have, how many water rations you have in this brief pause to our narrative.
And how much do they weigh?
They weigh. I wouldn't worry about that. Let's not worry about that just yet. That is important, but it can be a little ticky-tack. I really don't want to get too heavily into weight unless you guys are like, well, I'm carrying a light machine gun, a rocket launcher, and 3 AK-47s. I might be like,
right.
Right. If it's like I'm carrying my rations, then I don't want to police you too much on that. I'd love to not think about that.
Okay, great, because I was already overweight.
Okay. Well, I mean, if Foundry is telling you something, then just, go with it. I mean,
Why? What are you holding that weighs so much?
Right now I have 6 magazines of 7.62 ammunition. I've got 7 frag grenades because I started with 6 and I found 1.
Wow.
Well, one thing I can
Awesome.
Relieve you of is I think that Zofia would have taken one of the AK-47s from the Soviets because she only had a handgun and should probably have a rifle of some sort. So she'll take one of the AK-47s, and you
a
found
mag.
there are 3 extra mags. I'll take one of those mags.
Okay.
Okay.
But you say that for now, if I'd like, I can make my rations weigh 0.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just do that for now. I reserve the right to change it later, but it's really, I think it's your grenades. Your grenades are really taking up a lot of space. Also, Foundry, very easily I'm learning here, lets you differentiate between what you're holding versus what's in your backpack. Mm-hmm. You get both of those for your weight encumbrance. So you could put some grenades in your backpack, for example, and it lessens your combat weight, but increases what's in your backpack. Anyway, that's kind of stuff we can do off air. Let's stick in the narrative for the moment. They say, "Did you bring any food?" Looking at Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible! My wife. Could you potentially give us some food for my wife? You don't need to give anything to me, but to her. And you see this woman is just like up against the wall, and like her eyes are like lizard-lidded and she's sleepy, and she looks very thin around the cheeks.
Yeah, I walk up and I gently approach her and try to rouse her and hand her a slightly mealy apple and a protein bar.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. He says, "Who are you? Who sent you? How did you defeat them?" And she starts slowly eating this apple.
We are soldiers, allied with NATO.
I'll step in at this point. Step into the room.
Yeah, then they're just speaking Polish back and forth to each other. You see the exchange of food.
Mm-hmm.
My hand up as I come in.
This is an Englishman. He is with NATO.
Anglo.
He's on our side.
Anglo.
I think I've already kind of gone down.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I'll
be right. I guess if we're doing it like this, I'd probably go right behind Lime.
As Dade comes down, one of them starts bursting in Polish. Dade, you just hear this rattling of Polish, sort of tossed at you, talked down to the group, pointing at you, and then pointing to like a room in the corner. And Hannah, you hear as soon as Dade comes down, they say. Somebody says, Doctor, he can help Joaquim. He can help Joaquim.
They're saying you're a doctor.
And I guess I've got medical insignia on my
you have
on
like
my
a,
uniform.
you just
Got
have
your
a
medics
simple medic
insignia,
patch on your
And
Someone
he's
needs
like,
help.
I'm a combat medic. Someone needs help here. Okay, all right. I might need you to assist me translating.
Yeah.
All right, follow me. And I will kind of slowly and gently pick my way through the cluster of people into the room that they're sort of beckoning me towards.
Okay, they
Don't
point.
worry, he's quite skilled. Aren't you, Private?
Well, I suppose I helped you well enough, got you back on your feet. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
Okay, they lead you to this room. This one guy, sort of jittery, the same guy he seems to be sort of like a de facto leader of some kind. He was who got the food to his wife. He says to Hannah, "This way," and walks you over to this door, and he goes to open the door and then stops and stands back from it and just sort of motions to you like and says, in there. Our
Okay.
friend is sick.
Does
All
this
right.
seem fishy?
Yeah, I'm kind of like
Yeah, like,
I'm on my guard. I'm like seeing if something's off here.
seeing him reach for the handle and then back off it is, of course, like, we're all a little bit paranoid. Is my read of the psychology of this moment that he doesn't want to see what's behind that door, or that he's like leading us
You read
into
on the
a snare?
psychology of the moment. You're an empathetic individual.
Yeah.
You don't see any malice in this guy's eyes. It's fear, and
Okay.
it's probably fear of getting sick.
Sick.
Which
Okay.
is why one of them is separate. He said, you could help our friend. He's sick, and he seems to be hesitant to go in there. And he just sort of points.
All right. Okay. I take note of that. I kind of touch him on the shoulder, a nod. Like, all right. And then I open the door and see what's inside.
You open up the door, and there is a small cot in here. Perhaps when this was a thriving business, a place to take a nap or sleep overnight if you were a very busy owner or something like that, right? There's a cot in here, a file box, and up on the cot you see a man's form turned away from you on his side, up against the wall with his head just kind of like leaning against the wall. Again, very slim. And the guy behind says, the guy who, originally pointed you to the door as you walk through, he just says, he came 5 days ago.
Came 5 days ago. He was not feeling well.
He was not feeling well, but he's gotten more sick. And
He's gotten more sick.
All right.
we separated him just in case. I'm not sure what it is.
They separated him. They don't know what's wrong with him.
I quarantine him. All right. What are this? If this guy doesn't seem super communicative at the moment, like I might, symptoms.
What does he say? He basically says he's vomiting,
Okay. All right.
and diarrhea.
All right. Okay, so walking into this close
American. It
Yep.
could be radiation.
I look back and I'm like, I think you might be right. And the name's Dade.
Okay, Dad.
And
I'm Hannah.
Hannah. Huh. He looks back at you. I got an aunt named Hannah.
Okay.
I knew that's what she would say. Like,
That is exactly how Hannah would respond.
Again, the sort of attempt at camaraderie, the smile, the little smile on JF Dade's face just kind of fades after his attempted
of course,
bonhomie.
Dade would see it. Of course, Dade would see it as like, a miracle, a coincidence, like destiny.
We're
a
not
friendship.
so far apart.
We're not so
after
different.
all.
Oh my God, the Polish, they're just like us.
Yeah.
And Hannah's like,
My mother's name is
yeah.
Martha.
Okay. Exactly. I move into the room and take a look at the guy. And can I assess his condition at all based upon how he looks?
Yeah.
I think it's what Hannah says is what Dade is thinking as well, that this is radiation exposure, that he's experiencing radiation sickness.
As you come in, the man turns, he sort of hears you step into the room and lays back a little bit. You can see he has stringy brown hair that's a little bit wet with, maybe sweat, and up near the top of his hairline, you see gauze is like on his face, and there's a little bit of blood that's just like kind of peeking through. There's a yellowishness to his skin. His lips are kind of cracked, and he turns over to look at you, and in Polish says, Doctor. At first glance, this is radiation exposure.
Okay.
Radiation sickness is pretty evident here. Mechanically, there's a lot of different ways to do this. I have an idea that maybe in the book, it might not be in the book, but I want to make it part of our story here. There's different parts that we've talked about. I don't remember if I saw this or not, but I think this makes sense. We talked about scrounging, right? Mm-hmm. And that there were you could find electronic parts or vehicle parts or general parts, right? That you can use to repair things. We are, after all, playing, at the end of things, we're playing an open world survival game, right? I'd like there to be, if there aren't already, medical parts.
Okay.
So as you scrounge in places that you visit, anything that could be pharmaceutical or medical, you could scrounge for those kind of things and have them in your bag. Then when it comes to treating anything from a disease to surgery, or you may need to use up parts, and we'll keep it generic, just so that it's fun and we don't have to get too ticky-tack. Oh, I didn't find the right thing. You kind of always have the right thing, but it is in a limited quantity.
Got it.
So the way that we'll do this mechanically is, if you want to help this person in the moment, you may know that you can make the decision.
Okay.
They may not have no chance, but you could maybe help them feel better for a little while by using one medical part, right? Like something like that.
Right.
And using and doing a successful medical aid roll.
Okay. Yeah, I think what I'm seeing here is, and maybe Hannah's the only one who sees Dade kind of go into bedside manner mode here, and the sort of look of beleaguered concern that is almost always on his face when he turns to look at Joachim. Turns into a gentle smile. It's like, all right there, sir, how you doing today? And kind of comes in close, like, all right.
Better.
Hey, look at there. You got a little bit of English. You got one better on me, I'll tell you that much. I can't make heads or tails of Polish. I suppose that's just a soft brain, but I do know one or two things. All right. How long you been feeling like this,
American?
Sir? American,
You just
Hold on.
touch your fatigues a little bit.
Lime is going to interrupt here. He says, hold on. And he turns to Hannah and says, ask them if these are the clothes that he came in with. Was he wearing these clothes when he arrived?
Were you wearing these clothes when you arrived at the supermarket?
Sir scans over himself. Is it tak? That's yes?
Tack. Yeah.
Tech.
All right.
Yes, and he says in English. He is speaking speaking a little bit of broken English.
Do you have
yes.
I nod. I'm like, all right, look, do you have I need a blanket, something they're not going to use. He needs to get out of these immediately, and you need to
burn the clothes.
Burn them, bury him.
Oh, the clothes? The civilian that has been talking to you, Hannah translates. He goes to another room. He grabs a blanket, brings it in.
Great. We'll set those aside to be disposed of. I think in this moment, Dade is thinking that the only care he can provide is palliative. And and he still has that kind of gentle smile on his face. I've got med kits, which I think might probably have painkiller. And I think at the moment, that's about what I can do for this guy.
Man, that won't even work after a while.
I know it's limited, but like, yeah.
All right. Let's start with mechanics first and give me a D6 roll. And this might inform your decision. This is how many medical parts you have.
5.
Amazing.
Thank God.
So write that down on your sheet under gear with no weight. Just do medical parts, 5. If you are going to ease this guy's pain, you will use one of your medical parts.
Okay.
And how you describe this to him, how you tell everybody else what's happening here, kind of up to you guys. But they can see the hubbub. We see him standing up. He's removing his, actually no, we see him removing his clothes as an audience, right? But with the door is shut, like you've stepped out, shut the door. He's removing his clothes and wraps a blanket around himself and opens back up the door, and he's holding this blanket around himself. His hand is shaking, and there's this pile of clothes on the floor.
Okay. Wrap him up, and I will use one of my parts, bringing my total down to 4. And I hope anyone with a keener sense of the actual medical science involved here will cut me some slack if my diagnosis here is not 100% medically accurate.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for us.
Maybe just like some morphine syringes or something.
Exactly. Like I'm giving him basically some ampules of morphine. And I'm just...
And as he's working on him...
Listen,
go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll say, so these are precious, all right? What you're doing right now, sir, is exactly what you should be doing. Because what you need right now is rest. What you need right now is rest. You don't need any sort of anxiety or scares, which I'm sure is rather hard to do when you got a damn Russian tank rolling around up there. But you got people here to look out for you. They got your back, and they're going to take care of you. And when it gets to be hard, well, then you break into one of these, okay? I show them how to administer. Use sparingly. All right, because you got a small amount here.
I have to, but I can't stay long. I have to get back.
Where are you getting back to, sir?
To Jaroslav. I have to get back to my family. I have to find them.
I know, sir. But right
there
now
was an explosion. They bombed the city.
Did you see the explosion, sir?
Yes, it was far away. I live across the river, but I saw the explosion, and I tried to go closer, but everything was fire. I ran, and then he found me. Sylvester found me and brought me to Tommaso, but then we were captured quickly.
Yeah. All right, I know you feel like you gotta get back. But if there's anyone there waiting for you, they're gonna need you alive. They're gonna need you upright. They're gonna need you strong. Now, right now, your body's working against you, all right? These folks here are gonna try to look after you. You need to rest. You need to hydrate. And if the pain gets to be too much, you go on ahead and use one of these, all right?
Okay, thank you.
And I'm like, and you see Dade kind of pause for a second. What was the name of the town you said you're going back to? Jaroslav. If you saw that explosion and what... I think you got to let these people take care of you, because I got a feeling that they're your family now. You understand?
Tears start to well up in his eyes.
No.
need right now is rest. Here, I'll show you how to administer the ampule. And I will give him some morphine.
It will cure it. Cure.
And he says the word cure in Polish.
Time.
Then in English, cure.
I'll tell them what to do. What's important right now is to rest.
And he sort of leans back. Even just the expansion of energy in this, just getting the clothes off and get up and down off the bed, is already kind of exhausting him, and he starts to lay back down, following your orders, your instructions.
All right. If I can go to Sylvester, like, that radiation exposure is pretty advanced. What he needs right now is lots of sleep.
Wait, does that mean...
And he doesn't speak English, so this is coming through Hannah.
Try to take it through Hannah. We're going to dispose of these clothes.
He's looking at Hannah.
Does that mean we are going to get sick?
You hear some voice sitting around the lantern. But we are going to get sick?
No. You can take care of him.
You can take care of him.
You're right. What he needs right now is water and lots of it.
He needs water?
Set out cisterns. Boil rain. Get whatever you can do to sterilize water that you find. That's all he needs.
You have
no
to
sun exposure.
Sterilize the water. You have to boil it.
Do not scrub him. Nothing abrasive.
Nothing abrasive on his skin.
Listen, I think, just make him as comfortable as he can be.
Make him comfortable.
Okay.
He's going to want to go back to his family.
He wants to go to his family.
And I think anyone who goes to the town where his family was is going to wind up looking like him.
He said there was an explosion in Jaroslaw.
There is no more Jaroslaw anymore.
It sounds like Jaroslaw was destroyed. There is a lot of radiation there. And Hannah is, she's thinking carefully about all of this because, she's walking around with quite a few rads.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna... Man, we got a lot to deal with. We're gonna deal with that in a second, but
right.
I'd love to just get into it, but you're interrupted by another man by the fire, or by the lantern. Back at the other side, you guys are talking about all this important stuff. You're back and forth, and all of a sudden you hear cut through in Polish from the other side.
Do you have more food? Do you have food for the rest of us? They said they would feed us. We were going north. They were supposed to bring supplies from the north.
He's saying to you in Polish.
I'm going to
look
at...
They never come, and we are starving.
I'm going to look at Lime and Dade and say, he's asking for more food.
I think...
She gets out her pack, and she's going to give out all of her rations.
Whoa.
Okay.
Dade only has...
Lime sort of...
Dade only has 3.
One. She'll save one.
Dade only has 3 rations.
Yeah, I have 2. Yeah, Lime sort of raises his eyebrows at this.
I was already
5.
scrounging.
So I'll give 4.
Okay. So you give the other people here each a food ration, which is very nice, very endearing. In fact, they start opening up as you pass these rations around, and the one man who had insisted on it, he introduces himself.
I am Jan. I'm trying to get more food. If we can, there is nothing left here, and we were supposed to be going. They said to Bilgoraj. They said they would take us to Bilgoraj.
What is in
For
Bilgoraj?
food. I don't know. They said that they were coming to take us there to work.
The
They
Soviets?
said there was...
Oh.
Yes, the Soviets. They said there was work and we would be fed. And we wait, but their trucks never come.
This is what we heard about earlier, that the Soviets were taking prisoners in Tomashau, right?
Yeah, you heard this rumor. Yeah. I believe from the police officer, I think, gave you that rumor. And then a woman, one of the other women, the other one that didn't eat the food, chimes in and says, Zamosk. They said something about Zamosk. I heard them talking, arguing with each other about where their supplies did not come. They said there was problem in Zamosk.
With their supplies.
Yes. I think I overheard them, two of them talking. They heard something on the radio.
I look to Lime and Dade and I say, they think that they were taking prisoners to Bilgrash, but they were also waiting on supplies. The Soviets were waiting on supplies that didn't come from Zamosk. Okay, eat. Okay?
Yeah.
But
They sit down and start to eat. And for the first time in a long time, we cut upstairs to a slightly sweating Sophia, who for the better part of over an hour has been working this pad, trying different combinations, looking at how it probably all, connects. And then suddenly, beep, loud beep and a switch to a green light and a shunk, obvious sound of a metal bar sliding open.
Yes.
Unlocking an electric safe upstairs, which is door-sized. Like it's like a door-sized room, locked room.
Oh, wow.
Zofia slowly opens up the door and we see her eyes widen. And we got to pick it up there next week. We're out of time. We're out of time.
So exciting.
Oh, it goes so
Good
fast.
Chrissy.
Holy. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh man,
Crazy.
so excited. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
bye.